These two franchises had a profound effect on the entertainment industry. They were provocative for their time and maybe still till this day, unmatched. Till this day. They didn't shy away from controversy. No, they embraced it. They embraced it. The rulebooks ultimately meant nothing to them. Nothing. They weren't afraid to make you see perceived evil deeds as morally grey. They weren't afraid to ask you questions, difficult questions. And neither did they care about your response, your answer. Because their goal wasn't to get a response from you, but to make you think, to question everything you thought was right or wrong. And they gave you character arcs and local stories to do this. Jamie Lannister.
Kingslayer!
Kingslayer.
Kingslayer!
I give you the Kingslayer.
Kingslayer.
Kingslayer!
The word of a Kingslayer.
Jamie. My name's Jamie.
Liara T'soni.
I wondered where you were. Do you feel ready, Shepard? What I want most is for this war to end, while there's still a galaxy left to save. And everyone's counting on you to do that for us. It must be overwhelming. You cajole and threaten and make tremendous sacrifices until the galaxy realizes it has someone worth following.
Sansa Stark.
Your house will disappear. Your name will disappear. All memory of you will disappear. This is my home, and you can't frighten me.
They gave you memorable moments. The fight for Earth. The Battle of the Bastards. They made you get into sci-fi. They made you get into fantasy. And when it comes to endings and consistency, they both failed spectacularly. Spectacularly. Disgruntled fans, loopholes, wasted time and investment. Ultimately, this became a story of mismanagement and lack of care for the actual art. Rushed endings and a lack of fulfillment. Both failed spectacularly. But that's where the similarities stop. It said you can separate a chapter from a story, no more than you can separate the ending from its beginning. You take it as it is. The sum of its parts makes it a whole, a piece. You take it as it is. The sum of its parts makes it a whole. But Mass Effect fans differ because regardless of the ending, regardless of the fights and backlash, it was never about the ending. It was always about the journey. Because when I think Mass Effect, I don't think colors. I don't think red, blue, or green. I don't see colors. I don't see colors. Because these stories paint a better picture. Because art never fades away. It's timeless. These stories are timeless. Because when I think about Mass Effect, I think about Edie and the questions she gives me, and the answers I'm asked to contemplate. I see Morden struggling coming to terms with his decisions, his past decisions that haunts him, the decisions his people made, and ultimately choosing to rectify a wrong. I think Miranda, and how someone built to be perfect can also be so imperfect. The doubts, the pressure, the same pressure we see in our society when expectations are thrust upon us. I see Liara, Dr. Liara T'soni, her awkwardness, and these conversations that puts a smile on my face. I see Jack and her difficulties with moving on. But I also think, what a badass. And I think about Anderson.
We did it.
Our conversations.
Yes, we did. You did good, son. You did good. I'm proud of you.
Our last conversation. You see, when I think about Mass Effect, I think stories, I think choices, I see possibilities, I see endless possibilities. Because Lucas said it best when he said, "This is not a game, it's a lifetime experience. You'll see." You see, Mass Effect is the perfect, flawed masterpiece. And that might not make sense to you. But in the context of what I've just said, to any Mass Effect fan, they'll tell you it's a feeling. It's not one that can be shown or told, just felt. Mass Effect is the perfect, flawed masterpiece. The perfect, flawed masterpiece. More than a game. More than a game. More than a game. More than a game. More than a game.